The global pandemic has highlighted many fault lines across society, and in our current state of ongoing disruption, it also presents us with unique opportunities to make changes. In our daily lives, some of the best changes we can make are around our food choices. Overweight and obesity have been linked to more severe COVID-19 outcomes. The 9th to the 19th of October has been set aside as the National Nutrition and Obesity Week. Anne-Marie de Beer, the Nutrition, Health and Wellness NNIA Manager at Nestlé Eastern Southern Africa region, joins us now to share more. Anne-Marie, a very good morning to you. Thanks for joining us and a warm welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning, and thank you for having me, and good morning to the viewers too.
We are observing the week this year amid the COVID-19 pandemic, and I've seen so many people complaining of how much they have put on weight due to the lockdown, hey?
Yeah, that's unfortunately so. I think COVID-19 highlighted a couple of nutrition issues. On the one hand is very definitely the overweight, but on the other hand is also the food insecurity that we saw increasing. But very definitely we were much too close to our fridges, I think, especially during the lockdown periods.
I mean, just how prevalent is obesity in kids in South Africa? Because I think so many of them had put on so much weight due to their constant trips to the fridge.
It's very true. Obesity in South Africa as a whole is a very big problem. We have, perhaps just for some context, more than 50% of women in South Africa is overweight or obese. Just over 40% for men, and then for children under the age of 13, we're sitting at about 13%. So it's 1 in 10 children currently in our country is either overweight or obese, and that's really, really startling figures. And it's really important that we think about this and see what we can do to actually make some critical changes within our lifestyles.
And what are some of the major nutritional concerns during the COVID-19 pandemic?
There's a couple, but one of them, of course, was the fact that we all started being worried about our immunity and immune system. And if you think about Nutrition Week, this week is all about eating more fruits and vegetables. Even if you think about what we do in Nestlé for Healthier Kids, where we really encourage parents to cook with their children more fruits and vegetables. So it's all about eating more fruits and vegetables. And we saw actually an increase during COVID of all sorts of recipes and things to improve immunity. And the easiest way we can do this is actually by just making sure we have at least 5 portions of fruits and vegetables every day. So really important that we consider that.
Let me bring in children into the picture again, Anne-Marie. I mean, so many parents struggle with trying to balance a healthy lunch that is also interesting at the same time. I mean, we always try to pack our kids fancy lunches, but they return home with it nearly untouched. How do we get this one right?
I think there's a couple of things that we can do. The one is involve the children in planning those lunch boxes. The moment kids are involved in that process, it helps them they buy in, and therefore they will eat that. Also plan for it. Sunday afternoon, sit and quickly make a meal plan for the week and say, okay, this week in my lunch boxes, this is what we're going to pack. And then for parents to really make sure that they do pack the fruits and maybe pieces of vegetables. It doesn't have to be expensive. Use what's in season, because that also makes it much more affordable.
Yeah, and are there any specific foods perhaps or nutrients that can help boost immunity?
Of course, there's a number of them, especially vitamin A, vitamin C, zinc. These are some of the critical nutrients, and even iron. If you think about that, about 1 in 10 children in South Africa does not have enough iron. 45% of our children don't have enough zinc, and we get that from the fruits and vegetables, and as well as having a balanced meal. And with that, we mean have all the food groups on the plate, and that is the starches, the proteins, as well as the fruits and vegetables. And make the fruits and vegetables the biggest part of the diet or of the plate when we dish up in the morning or in the afternoon, or whenever we actually have a meal.
Anne-Marie, lovely chatting to you. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Only a pleasure. Thank you very much for having me.
Indeed. Now, South Africa commemorates National Nutrition Week every October to encourage South Africans to make healthy choices towards improved nutrition. We just spoke to Anne-Marie de Beer. She's Nutrition, Health and Wellness NNIA Manager at Nestlé Eastern Southern Africa region.